Yo, what's going on there, YouTube? It's your boy, Marcus Levy, Angry Ranter here for your March 2021 update vlog. Decided today was and is the best of all the days to get out and record this. Because, I mean, it's supposed to rain, well, actually, in not that long from now, but only threateningly. But also, tomorrow's supposed to be plus 11 and raining. But I want to use tomorrow as a day to do my edgy vlog. So today, instead, I'm doing the March 2021 update vlog. So how's everybody doing here? I know that it seems like there hasn't been, aside from, Borderlands episodes, there hasn't been a whole hell of a lot of new content here on the channel. I mean, you see videos released every day, all that shit's pre-recorded and stuff, right? So I want to try to pop on every more than now and again and give you a little something. But since I'm now bringing out the thinner outdoor clothing, it's plus 8 degrees out. It's March 10th. And finally, we are moving in the right direction. And finally, I can get out. And even if it's not, at this exact second, sun is shining, mostly because it's like 6 p.m. I'm still okay with this. So, I want to give a few updates, talk about a few personal things, and then talk about the weight loss situation. So we're going to start with a few updates. So first off, I'm hustling, and I've managed to get 25 episodes of Fallout 76 recorded, which now means I got to do thumbnails, I got to do copy paste share sheets so that I can have the information ready. And then my computer's gonna have to do the extremely tedious act of the editing, reformatting, and then of course comes the uploading. And because today's Wednesday, what I want to do is try to get all of that stuff done by the end of the day, Sunday, for those 25 episodes. Because then I'm out of town at my grandparents' house for about 4 days next week, Monday to Thursday. I want to take that time to get on my laptop, go into the video editor, into the studio, YouTube studio, and actually title the episodes, actually schedule the episodes, because 25 episodes will give you all of the April Fallout content and all of the May Fallout content going right to the 31st, which I think is perfect. And then when I come back on the 18th, I'm going to get my setup prepared to start the second series. Because Fallout 76 is an online game, I'm going to make it kind of a continual solo series on my channel. Because I have a continued sort of collab series with McGee, right? Doing the Borderlands stuff, of which we now have almost 170 episodes recorded, and we've got well over 150 now posted, and we're, this close to actually finishing, and in my view, 100%ing Borderlands by completing all the quests. We're finally on the Claptrap's Robot Revolution DLC, which is our last one as per strict strategy, because we've chosen it for that reason. But do check out the episodes on my channel and his, and you can get the sort of the reasoning to that. So the next thing comes down to, second series, I've decided, after some requests, I'm going to try to continue with Pokemon. At least I'm going to do one more Pokemon, and it's going to be something called Pokemon Crystal Clear. It is actually one of the earliest sort of Angry Ranter plays things that I tried to do when I first started gaming, because I gamed on a second channel before I said I want to smush everything together and have, all of y'all, the 61 of you, subscribed to be able to check stuff out in the same area. So that's why I did that. So I'm going to go back on the site that I got Crystal Clear on, see if there's an update to the game, get the latest version, and then we'll be able to start playing. And what I'm going to be doing is releasing 3 Fallout 76 episodes a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then boom, Tuesday, Thursday, 2 episodes of Pokemon Crystal Clear, so that you guys can get a little bit more of that. And of course, in my April update video, I will talk more about how my recording process is going with those. I just want another month to have all those episodes slotted in for at least April and May, so that it gives me sort of a 2-month buffer, so that if life happens and I miss a day or several that I can't record, that it's not gonna kill me. And since, of course, Fallout 76 is an ongoing series, I just want to make sure that when I have episodes for 76 that are, posted and slotted, that I have another series to buffer for all of the weekdays. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday, because I work those days, would kind of seem natural that I maybe don't have anything. But also, so I don't have to post like crazy. Because if we remember how last year was, the reason I had to stop doing, vlogs all the time, even though I tried, I dropped it from daily down to, 2 a week, maybe went to 3 a week, and then it just sort of became too much. It's because I don't want to have to force myself to make up content. I don't want to be able to actively post things that I want to post. And I've always wanted to do like a long running series on a channel, and maybe, just maybe, get some Fallout fans to gravitate over to my channel, check out the Borderlands stuff, check out the Pokemon stuff, and we can just have a good time. And then when Crystal Clear's done, we will figure out what game to slot in there. I know originally I said I was going to do Far Cry, but Far Cry, the game was too finicky. I can't just stop wherever, and even if I did, even if I naturally say stopped an episode at a certain point, it's a checkpoint based game. It's not I can't save whenever I want. And so that's a fucking problem for me. And it's keyboard and mouse. And recording a bunch of episodes with keyboard and mouse can kind of get physically excruciating. So, had to stop with those. Okay, and so the last piece is to look and get into something a little bit deeper, a little more personal. First off, you can now go on Spotify and check out my new podcast. It's called The Marcus Levy Show. It's done whenever I feel the inspiration to do an episode. I have a pre-decided list of topics for the episodes, but I don't make any promise as to when they're released. And it's a journalistic style podcast, meaning I'm speaking to you guys, the audience, but I'm also talking about some deeply personal stuff. Not personal and revealing or whatever, scandalous, none of that garbage, but some things that I feel that I want to, get off my chest and stuff like that. And so within the last month or so, I've come to realize, unfortunately for me, that I have high-functioning anxiety. Might even be high-functioning generalized anxiety disorder. I also have a sprinkling of seasonal affective disorder, and I'm unfortunately a chronic catastrophizer. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about that stuff in this update. I want you guys to go and check out the episodes of The Marcus Levy Show. Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, or Anchor. Anchor's my hosting platform, so you'll easily be able to find it on there. And I can literally just, hold the phone up to my face, talk into it, and that'll be that. I will try to post the Spotify link in the description so that you guys can check that out. It's a very simple show. The episodes are not super duper long, but it'll give you more insight into some of these things. And I wanted to just preface that before I got into the weight loss conversation, because I know a lot of people were like super proud back when I did the December 2020 update and told everybody that I lost 15 pounds in about 10 weeks, which is fantastic. Went from 273.6 all the way down to 258.8 or 258.6, which is 15 pounds. Well, unfortunately, because of all three of the above previously mentioned things, it explains why during the wintertime I have very little motivation. It explains why most of the time I have... Hold on. Kitty. Hi. Hi. Hey. Coming to say hello. Coming to say hello. Kitty. Bye, kitty. All right. I see this cat over by this house all the time. It's nice to get to pet the cat. Kitty? Don't follow me, kitty. But sorry, as I was saying. So those three above things, the high functioning anxiety, the chronic catastrophization, and especially the seasonal affective disorder, make it difficult for me to have motivation when it's cold and disgusting out. We're now into the period of the year where I always say the weather is tolerable. Basically between the 1st and the 15th of March, and usually also the 1st to the 15th of December, the weather is tolerable. In this case, coming up from being garbage, and in December, coming down from being good. And so it usually means that I have, especially in this time of the year, which I love and appreciate because spring is my favorite, as the world blooms, so does my energy. My energy comes back. During the wintertime, unfortunately, my willingness to go out and do a hell of a lot, fucking garbage. My ability to focus, garbage. My irritability, bing, right through the fucking roof. And so it's not something I can't deal with. It's just something that I have up until basically Feb 2021 flat out not acknowledged. And so to all my other fellow mental health sufferers out there, I mean, you probably remember what it was like, even briefly, when you knew there was something wrong, but you didn't know what it was. And so because you didn't have a name to it, you didn't have the research or the knowledge, it wasn't as bad, but it was still bad. And then as soon as you put a name to a face, it quickly spikes because now you're super aware of it. And then it quickly drops back down again because you're like, now I've given a name to this. I know how to fight it. I know what I need to do to beat it. And for me, the fight for that starts now. And so of course the big question is, if I'm bringing up the weight loss thing, how badly have we gone backwards? Well, we haven't completely undone everything. Let's just start with that. Let's start with saying that we have not completely undone everything. Beginning of October, I started at 273.6, and by the end of the year, I was at 258.6. Well, within the last 2.5, so that was about 3 months. Actually, it was about 2.5 months because everything kicked in at about the 15th of December. And so then within the last 2.5 months, excuse me, to the beginning of this month, I'm back up at 268 flat. So if we start from there again, essentially meaning I kept 5 pounds off, but only because we haven't been going long enough for me to totally undo it. And I'm not trying to undo it. It's just when my motivation level is at basically zero in the wintertime because it's minus 30, everything looks disgusting, and I have no urge to go outside. Even though I don't even think we hit minus 30 more than maybe once this winter, and we never hit minus 40. This winter was by far the mildest we've ever had, at least in my recent memory anyway. And so here's the issue that I come up to. I know full on what I need to do. I can't do the keto thing again because the unfortunate thing is that's expensive. And as somebody who is still, unfortunately, a part-time employee in my field, and then because of Corona, movement opportunities have been limited for all those of us, concerned. Not just me, not just for me, but for other people who are waiting on their chance to finally, move up the ladder too, which is inevitably where it affects me. COVID has created an uncertainty. I was trying to avoid doing that, but when you're walking and because you put 10 pounds back on, you're huffing. And unfortunately, we're still technically in winter, which means my sinuses are still leaking. I've still got tons of postnasal drip. So while I'm walking, I'm kind of creating postnasal drip. But shove that aside. But sorry, as I was saying, if if people were, say, on the verge of saying they were going to retire, maybe they didn't because Corona happened and now the future looks uncertain. People were potentially going to have other opportunities. Well, maybe they dried up because unfortunately there's not a whole hell of a lot of opportunities when others hold on to their jobs and you're looking to potentially move to where they are because they were potentially looking to move somewhere else. And so Corona unfortunately has added this domino effect. And so the big thing I'm trying to learn to do this year is chill. Trying to learn to make the best of my own situation and to do my best to make the decisions that I need to make to give myself, at the very least, an ounce of security. Because what I've been doing this whole time has been waiting on some external locus of control, some situation to basically come along and fix my circumstances. Can't do that. So, unfortunately, things are the way they are, and that just means I can't afford to do keto. So what this means is I'm going to be doing my best to increase exercise output as the weather gets nicer. We're not talking going out for fucking jogs or anything in 2021 because I'm not exactly in any position to be doing that. But what I'm going to do is be decreasing portion size. I'm going to be looking to increase fruit and vegetable intake. And of course, I'm going to be limiting ordering out with people unless it's pre-planned or I'm with other people. But guys, thank you for watching this month's update vlog. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll see you in April. Unless there's a rant that comes up, because I know that I posted that random Apple Watch rant, which of course, my Apple Watch just died. My already cracked Apple Watch was playing Borderlands with McGee, and I moved my wrist, and I bumped it on my desk, and the damn thing cracked. And cracked even more, and the screen just went, guess I'll die, and so it's gone. But I hope you guys are doing all right. I'll see you in April, unless I got a rant to post. All right, peace.